Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Manchester United Career Mode. Finished off last episode by losing, unfortunately, to PSG in the Champions League and picking up two crucial wins in Crystal Palace and Burnley in the Premier League. And we move forward now to another Champions League game, a game in which we have to win against Istanbul Başakşehir, and a couple of Champions League, Premier League games in which we should be winning against Brighton and Newcastle. That being said, with regards to how the team has been playing this season, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Haven't properly taken a look at the team stats yet, so let's... I don't know why I thought that said Manchester. There we go. So Anthony Martial is leading the way, but Depay, Bruno, and Rashford are not far behind. So every member of that front four is potting into goals. Bruno and Martial, both with 5 assists, Pogba with 4, and Cavani with 3 in his 1 appearance. So the team has been doing very well offensively. All 4 of those front 4 members have been doing very well. With that being said, I think in today's episode, I'm going to start doing a quick sim, or not a quick sim, a long sim on some of these games against some of the weaker teams in the league, because I don't want to play every game against every weaker team, and I also don't want us to be able to beat every weaker team based on my ability to play the game. I want to do more so on our ability to build a team. So with that being said, let's hope that we can get a result here that gets us 3 points against Brighton. They have Liz Malou on this team now as well. That's interesting. Signed him from Nice. It's a good sign for them. Wall in the net today instead of Matt Ryan, which is quite interesting. Martial makes it 1-0. Continues his barrage of goals in the Premier League. Continues to lead us in scoring. That's 1-0 Manchester United. Bruno, Martial. Martial! 2-0. Let's go, Anthony Martial, banging him in against Brighton. You do love to see it. Girl Perez up the wing. Martial. Into Pogba. Into Martial. Martial! He has the hat trick. And with that being said, we are going to jump to result. We are going to take those 3 points. Bruno Fernandes getting a 4th. And that is a big 3 points for the boys. Chelsea, man. Chelsea was so good when we played them, but they've just been so bad. We've now dropped points to West Brom, and we dropped points to West Brom's as well, but we haven't dropped points since. So I don't know about that one, man. Chelsea are struggling so far this season. What's Cavani saying here? Cavani, I'm disappointed you left me up, boss. I know you're in charge, but still those ready to play. I have to rotate the squad, my friend. You're also just not good enough. I think you know how frustrated I get when I can't play this on the same prepared to turn out in any position. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to play him in a game unless you got a big lead, but like, I probably should start putting him on the bench to get him involved because he has been very good. Istanbul Başakşehir have 3 points. Who did they beat? Okay, well, firstly, the first team is not ready to go. Well, that's a stone issue. So we're playing the second team, which means Hartley's going to play anyways. On top of that, also means that we need to get Cavani in here. And that also means that this needs to be Lucas Moura, not Palestri. There we go. Perfect. Now I'm going to put Palestri on the bench for Tellez. Yeah. I think that'll be the team we rock against Istanbul Başakşehir, and this should be a good enough team to beat them, hopefully. Could play Fred as well, and maybe we sub in Hartley. I think that might be the move. I do need still quality players. Like, Istanbul Başakşehir are under 8th for the Champions League, but they're all bad still, so they'll bring Hartley in off the bench for his... Would that be his first appearance at the club? I'm not sure. Yes, we are 205 million profit. That is nuts. And I'm happy with how he's always been playing. They're concerned with Hampton's player developments. They've suggested they look for calling it him. I mean, I don't need him, so if they want to recall him, they can. He's scout report available. He could have potential. He will get rid of. He will get rid of. He could have potential, and he definitely have potential. Good. Okay. With that being done, we should be ready to roll for the game against Istanbul Başakşehir. On which, right, I have to look after this. Istanbul Başakşehir 3 points, which means they beat one of Leipzig or PSG, and given PSG around 6, would have to be Leipzig. So Leipzig have tied to us and then lost to Istanbul Başakşehir. So if PSG beat Leipzig today, then, which you would assume would happen based on those results, when we beat Istanbul Başakşehir, then we will be second in the group. Which would be massive going into the back 3 games of the group. And so that is what we will try to do. I mean, we've been off the pace in the Champions League. I find it weird how distinctly they separate the competitions, because we've been really good in the Premier League, but Champions League just hasn't been it for us so far this season. With that being said, let's bring the second team in and let's try and get this win against what is regarded comparatively to the rest of the teams in this group, a very weak Istanbul Başakşehir squad. Here we are at Old Trafford in the UEFA Champions League, Manchester United against Istanbul Başakşehir, and I mean the second team, not really, I'm a little bit worried having to put the second team in this game, but it should be good enough, and they need to be good enough because we need 3 points out of this game, no but it's anything else about it. We need the points. And to be fair, when Van de Beek played at Cam in his one starter earlier in the season, and Cavani started at striker, it worked out very well, and we played very well. Given that was against a weak squad, but Istanbul also aren't a strong squad either, comparatively. So hopefully that can result in a 3 points for us and can move us into 3rd place in the group, assuming that PSG can beat RB Leipzig. So we finish in the group as long as we get in that top 2 and we can stay in the UEFA Champions League. Yeah, I say I don't care who we draw against. Trust me, if we get drawn against Bayern or something in the first round, then I'm going to be hella mad. But I mean, hey, I'll say it for now and be happy with it. Okay. Oh, Dean Henderson made a crucial save there. Okay, we're getting sloppy at the back. This is not good. Xavi's going to make a big tackle here. This is not good, man. We just need to get this ball out. This is really dangerous. I mean, I said I was worried about the second team, right? And a little too cute at the back, and we couldn't figure out how to defend, and now we're down 1-0. I mean, we just cannot lose this game, man. There's no buts and ifs about it. If we lose this game, we are going to have to go on the most insane run to get ourselves back into the top 2. Istanbul will then be on 5 points, and we'll have to win 2 games to make up for that difference. If Istanbul don't win anything, never mind if they do. So we need a result here, man. We need a result that gives us 3 points. I'm not even happy with the draw here. We need 3 points. Be able to push forward. And to beat. Able to get it in and around the Greenwood. Oh, Greenwood with a good interception though. Oh, Cavani lays it off to Van de Beek. Van de Beek! The Dutchman! Producing again from the cam spot. And Cavani now, in 2 appearances, has 4 assists. Oh, that was Lucas. I don't know why it was Lucas that was in that position. I just assumed that was going to be Van de Beek, but hey, great goal, 1-1. We're back in the game. There's a little bit of separation here. Gonna try and cut inside. Flips it into Brozovic. Into Fred. Fred over to Brozovic. Sit down to Diego Dalot. Young Portuguese man. Dalot. And Van de Beek. Cavani. Into Lucas Moura. Oh my days. Lucas Moura bangs his second goal. Cavani has 5 assists now in 2 games. Lucas Moura with the absolute banger of a shot, and Cavani is the ultimate setup guy on this team apparently. And yeah, I mean, fact of the matter is, we might have to start playing him more, man. He is just setting up teammates for days right now. That is something you love to see from the old aging, but still very quality Uruguayan. Oh, Lucas Moura might have his 3rd here. Oh, didn't quite have a good enough shot. Greenwood's going to be able to keep it in though. Greenwood, Nicolo. Fred. Oh, we weren't able to get through that. Williams might have been able to get in behind there. Well, that is a very good end to the first half after an abysmal start. What is up with Chelsea, man? Chelsea are tied with Slash Warclaw. I realize they might be playing their backup lineup, but still, Chelsea just have not been good, man. More importantly, Leipzig and PSG are tied at the moment. Could leave us still in second in the group, with Leipzig going to be on 2 points and PSG on 7, us on 4, and Istanbul Basaksehir on 3. So that would leave things very tight at the bottom with us, Istanbul Basaksehir and Leipzig all separated by only 2 points. So that would be interesting, but it would nonetheless put us in second place, and that's all we can ask for. So that's what we do want to see. There. Listen, Cavani. Listen, Cavani. Fred. Back to Cavani. To Lucas Moura. To Van de Beek. Brozovic! We just said he shouldn't be getting up the pitch. He gets up the pitch again. Bang, bang, bang. Now he scores it. 3-1. Further Reds. Taking a much more commanding lead. And a lot more comfortable than we were in the 15th minute. Well, there we go. There's 3 points. The fans are happy. I'm happy. The players should be happy. And that should move us into second place. I would assume that, well, I guess if RB Leipzig won, then it'll be a bit dicier, but RB Leipzig and PSG tied, so they're going to be 3 points behind PSG, and 2 points ahead of RB Leipzig, and a point in front of Istanbul Basaksehir. So the game against Istanbul Basaksehir and RB Leipzig next time around are going to be very crucial for keeping that second spot, to say the least. Has been difficult for Lucas Moura recently. Didn't Lucas Moura... Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I thought they were bashing him. I was like, didn't he have 2 goals today? No, Lucas Moura played very well today. He's gotten back in form, which is good. Very, very good. We needed Lucas Moura back on form for this team to be able to succeed. So with that being said, what's Mr. Van de Beek got to say here? I've been talking about the position player. I just want to say I'm ready to do whatever necessary. I like to see it, man. You do like to see it. You like when the guys are willing to be flexible and help out the club. Brandon Williams is thankful for playing. Hey, he did well. He did his job against Istanbul and helped us get the 3 points. So, still a point back of Man City and 3 points back of Liverpool. Spurs being the only other team that's really in this race here for the title, and even really top 4 at this point. I mean, Wolves and Leicester being that far behind. Obviously, they can make up the ground, but it's a pretty sizable gap already this far in the season. Only 9 games in. And so, let's go in and try and get ourselves 3 points against Newcastle. Welcome back in for the Manchester United-Newcastle game. I think, given the nature of Newcastle and some upcoming fixtures that we do have that I would much rather play, I think this is another one we will sim. However, it will be back with the main team this time around, and then I think we have another week off, and then I believe we play Arsenal. So that'll be definitely one that we will play out. Sydney and Daley Blind being signed. Blind from Ajax and Sydney from Real Betis. Not sure who Vilca is, to be honest. I don't think that's a Newcastle player. I think that's a signing, but I couldn't really tell you who he is. Jamal Lewis being their new IRL signing from Norwich this season at left back. However, hasn't necessarily been that good IRL, and there's been some calls from Newcastle fans for Manquillo to be the starter again. However, Anthony Martial was able to get an early interception here and get off on the counter. Oh, I thought Bruno was going to be able to put Martial in there. So Disappointing. Newcastle trying to generate something here. Newcastle, oh man, I was going to say Newcastle really trying to generate something, and there you go, Joelinton. A flop of a signing so far up to this point, able to pot a goal in and put Newcastle on 1-0. And that is just not what we wanted to see to start out this game. It's really not. This is a game we need to get 3 points out of. We can't be dropping points to Newcastle. We really can't. Bruno. Pogba! Pogba! Pogba retrieves it off of the sloppy pass out of the back from Newcastle. And just like that, we have tied it back up 1-1. Martial, back off to Ndidi. Not Brozovic, my bad. Ndidi. He's looking for a man. Ndidi. The Pogba, Bruno, Martial. As in, Martial! Martial's going to be trying to lead the league in goal scoring this season at this rate. Pots in another goal, similar to the goal that he potted in for us to start off and give us hope in the game against Brighton. Gives us the lead in this one. It's a game where he banged home a hat-trick, and today gets us the go-ahead goal. After trying to create some space, gets into Bruno in behind Martial. Martial! The insurance goal! The one that gives us comfort. The one that makes us feel that we have guaranteed the 3 points. That's 2 goals for him in this one. 5 goals in his last 2 games. And Anthony Martial is absolutely tearing up the Premier League. Absolutely tearing it up. Martial looking for his hat-trick here. He's not willing to pass it. He's not willing to pass it, and I don't blame him. Oh, he does lay it off to Rashford at the end. Rashford loses it. And that is going to be 3 points for Manchester United. Another crucial 3 points that we have now earned. Big result, big 3 points. And we just continue to hope that Liverpool or Manchester City drop points. Spurs end up beating Wolves in that game. So Spurs keep pace with us, keeping the way behind us. Wolves have dropped even further behind. And Liverpool... Ooh, I think Liverpool was the team that was 3 points ahead of us. So Liverpool did draw there. Which means that we are in a scenario where we are only a point behind Liverpool and a point behind Manchester City if Manchester City win. Yeah, Liverpool tied to Arsenal. Well, there you go. We are now only a point behind Liverpool. And Manchester City are only a point ahead of us if they do win. And if they lose or draw, we are ahead of them. So this is something we do like to see. What is Van de Beek saying here? I need more games. You just played as a sub, but sure, you just played, and you started the game before that. You're an important piece of the team there, buddy. You're just not starting. But, like, you just came off the bench in the last game. You started the game before that. Like, why are you complaining now? If anything, you would have complained earlier in the season when he wasn't playing, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So, it looks as if Manchester City did win their last game, and so that puts them a point ahead of us again. Robbie and 6.8 million. I only want money, and they obviously aren't willing to get money or give money, and they also don't have the money. Don't care for Robbie. I already have Lucas Moura off the bench. A very similar style of player and type of role on this team. I just don't need that. That email isn't overly important. Yeah, it's very much a 4-team race here. It's 4 teams within 3 points of first place here. And after that, there's a 9-point gap down from Spurs to Wolves after they beat them last week. FC Bournemouth are willing to offer Adam Smith and 26.5 million. I don't want Adam Smith. Why would I want Adam Smith? I already sold my third right back. I don't want another third right back. Unless it's the young, promising one that's going to be nuts in a couple of years, which Adam Smith is not. So, like, I don't care about that at all. Bournemouth. Why is there so much random interest after in Dean Henderson all of a sudden? That's another thing. Oh, we play Instant Basket here 2 days against we play Arsenal. So we might have to play the second team here against Istanbul, and then the first team again against Leeds. We have a nice little international break. And then this is going to be tough because we have to play the first team against Spurs, and we're going to have to play the first team against RB Leipzig. So the first team is going to be very tired, which means the second team might have to play against West Ham. And then we play Liverpool right after, 2 days after. So the second team is definitely going to have to play West Ham because we're going to have to play the first team against Liverpool. And then this week of Wolves, PSG, City is nuts. After this stretch of Arsenal, Istanbul, Basker, and Leeds, the next month is pretty nuts as far as schedule goes, and tight games and a tight schedule. So the second team is going to have to come up big. So if Van de Beek keeps complaining to me, then good for him. With that being said, let's go see what we got in the squad as of right now. Oh, Nelson can definitely go. Nelson doesn't look very good. But outside of that, Soderbergh doesn't look ideal either. But otherwise, we got some pretty good options here. Martin can go as well. But all of these guys look fairly promising. So I'm definitely going to hold on to all of them for the time being. No one anywhere near the level of first team yet, but there's some good potential in there, which is something you always do like to see. And so I think we are going to jump ourselves into this game against Manchester United's rivals in Arsenal and try and pick up another 3 points and maybe get ourselves a little bit further up the table here. Okay, Manchester City have dropped points. With a win, we jump in front of Spurs and Manchester City, putting ourselves in second and only a point behind Liverpool. So that would be big. So yeah, a very important 3 points here, and hopefully move ourselves into second place. So let's get right into it. Here we are, boys, about to load into the match against Arsenal. And interestingly enough, it looks like Aubameyang is not projected to play. They are playing the Arteta Park the Boss 5-2-3. However, apparently the owners are not mad that Ozil is supporting things that he should be supporting in humanitarian efforts in China, amongst other things, and the owners have stopped caring so much about money and have put him back in the starting squad, which is something that you do like to see. They also have Martinelli starting, Saka playing as a left wing back, Gabriel Mari playing, and they've also signed David Alaba, which is a good addition to their back line. But no Saliba to be seen, no David Luiz to be seen, and no Aubameyang to be seen. So they do have a few pieces that you would potentially expect to be in this team not playing, or pieces that you would normally see IRL that are not playing. So yeah, let's get right into the match. Here we are at Old Trafford, another classic matchup, Manchester United versus Arsenal. And yeah, I mean, Arsenal are not the team they used to be, right? I mean, Arsenal, as recently as 10-15 years ago, were one of the most dominant clubs in the Premier League, and one of the most dominant clubs in English football in history. And obviously they still have the history, but many would argue they're not a top 6 club anymore, and they would argue that Leicester are probably considered as that other top 6 club, and Arsenal are not, and as they have fallen down. So as much as it's still a team that is good and has some quality players and has a lot of history to it, it's a game in which we need to be able to pick up 3 points and comfortably enough in this game, given the nature of Arsenal and how they have currently been playing. So this is a very important win game for us at the moment. A game that we need to be picking up 3 points in. Oh, how high that ball went. That was not so long that was in the air. Sindindidi. Oh no. Oh no, Martial is still down. That's really not good, is it? We need Martial up and healthy. Considering the game hasn't stopped yet, I'm hoping that means it's just a minor injury and he'll be okay, but we have him loose down to something serious. Oh no, he's still down. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Martial. Martial. Martial, please, no. Please, be a minor injury. Oh, please don't be out for long, my friend. You've been so good. I don't even have Cavani on the bench. Oh my days. Oh my days, this really isn't good, is it? And we're gonna put Rashford at striker. Oh man. Martial has been tearing up the Premier League. And apparently Arsenal and who was that? Whoever that is. A, I'm not happy with them. And B, apparently Arsenal and the rest of the league have decided that the only way to stop Anthony Martial is to injure him, and that is just sad and something I really wasn't expecting nor hoping to see in this game. And, now we're going to have to try and win this for the 3 points for the club and for Anthony Martial as Thomas Partey falls over off the ball fake. Something you do love to see. So yeah, this is a 3 points we want to get for Anthony Martial now, but if we lose him for any length of time, which based on the looks of the injury we very possibly could, we're going to struggle without him. Obviously Edison Cavani is good. Looks more able to finish there. But Anthony Martial's another level above Edison Cavani, an extra level of pace, slightly better dribbling as well. And Edison Cavani's been a great setup now. He hasn't exactly been a great scorer, and we're going to need him to be able to start scoring for us if we're going to be able to have the level of success that we want to have. Pogba gets him behind. Paul Pogba hadn't scored for a while, but now has 3 goals in the last few weeks, and puts us up 1-0, avenging the injury of Anthony Martial, and putting us off to a good start. Getting involved. His form has definitely improved the last few weeks, and that is something that we needed, and I'm sure something that he is happy with as well. Tomorrow, Paul Pogba, Bruno, Ndidi, Bruno, Pogba. Can we get it down to Lucas Moura? Was he on? It doesn't matter, he had no angle anyways. That was never going to be a goal, was it? He was on. Get a corner out of it, but no one able to crash that. And Leno will easily claim that one every day of the week. It's unfortunate. Rashford. I think I need to put Rashford on the wing and put the 5-foot striker. I think that might be the best way to do it. Oh, that feels it. Interception by Diego Carlos. Diego Carlos has been such a good signing, man. See if we can get Lucas Moura in behind him before the half ends. Oh no, he's Bellerin covered that very well. We'll try and get Rashford going though. He finally gets stopped. Oh well, you know what, all considered, considering we've lost our star striker, I will take a 1-0 lead at the end of the half. Paul Pogba getting us on the board. Lucas Moura having a couple of chances that he is not able to finish. But nonetheless, we are at 1-0. Arsenal have not been able to get a shot on target yet, and we will take that.
So into the second half, and Arsenal with a bit of work ahead of them. Gabriel Martinelli. Thomas now. Lacazette. Excellent defending.
Lucas Moura has space. He's able to push up the pitch a little bit on the counter. Bruno nearly played Marcus Rashford in behind there. Couldn't quite get the ball through. It was a little bit disappointing, but clean. Oh. It's unfortunately a foul by Wilfred Ndidi. Ben Mee on the move. Where would Ben Mee be moving to? Who wants Ben Mee? That's interesting. Boyan gets the ball on the wing. Plays it into Mesut Ozil. Mesut Ozil loses it, but is able to win it back. Laka into Willian. Back to Laka. Need to be able to stop this attack here. It's the first time they've looked any bit threatening. No Carlos. Checking it out. Looks more putting pressure on Hector Bellerin here. Mesut Ozil gets the ball back. Mesut Ozil not been able to create anything yet, but he's able to hold on to the ball. Pogba wins it off a little bit of him again, but it bounces in behind Mesut Ozil when he wins it. Lucas Moura comes in from behind and wins the tackle, then gives it away. Oh, this could be trouble now, couldn't it? That is trouble. What a save from David De Gea. We need to get this ball out though. David De Gea. David De Gea just kept us in this game and kept this game 1-0. Great performance from the Spaniard. Oh, but we don't get the clearance out again. Arsenal still on the attack here. Well done indeed. We just need to get this ball out now at this point. Good ball to Memphis Depay. No, he's unable to get in behind Saka there. I was about to say Mohamed Saka, but that would be Crystal Palace and a centre back, not Arsenal and a wing back. Arsenal's still on the attack now. Oh boy, Arsenal are really looking threatening here. Willian, another great save, but De Gea challenging Willian on that break in behind. De Gea getting showing how good he truly is in this game. He's in a couple of big performances already this season. He's been very crucial for us. Depay into Rashford, forced to play into Lucas Moura. He has room. Moura. Oh. That was a terrible shot. That was a terrible shot by Lucas Moura. Tweets. There we go. Great win by Diego Carlos. Puts it back in the Arsenal end. And we'll only 1-0. One was all we needed. We keep the clean sheet. And we get the win for the injured Anthony Martial. Now the 3 points is big. But arguably more importantly, we need to go see what the injury of Anthony Martial is. And I will bring you guys in when we get to see that. Here we are. Moment of truth. What does the senior physiotherapist say? 2 months. I mean, obviously him being gone for 2 months sucks, but at least it's not a season-ending injury, you know? It sucks, but it's not the worst thing in the world. So we're currently in November, right? I was just thinking, is it even going to be worth to sign another striker in January? It probably won't, because Martial will probably be back a few weeks later. I think we'll just end up seeing a little bit of Depay and or Rashford at that striker position over the next couple of months. Maybe even a little bit of Mason Greenwood, but that is really disappointing to have Martial gone for that long, man. That's tough. That is really tough. We kind of needed him around. He's been playing so well as well. On the best form of his career. And yeah, to see him go down like that, that's tough to see, man. It's tough to see for any young player, never mind for someone who's been playing as well as he has. And yeah, okay, well, we're gonna have some interesting team decisions to make for the next game, because the first team is ready to go, and it is obviously a very important match that we need 3 points out of to give ourselves a chance to get second in the group. But that is where we will start off the next episode. I thank you guys for watching this one. If you guys did enjoy it, feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe if you are new. And with that being said, as we get into the next one, we will deal with Istanbul Başakşehir. And we got some big games coming up, man. We got Istanbul Başakşehir, we have Leeds, we have Spurs, we have RB Leipzig, which is most likely going to determine who gets second in the group, assuming we beat Istanbul Başakşehir. And then a London Derby again, back-to-back weeks with Spurs and West Ham. And then we get into the nuts month of December, and I don't even want to look at this month yet, man. We have PSG, we have Liverpool, we have Wolves, we have City, we have Leicester. But that is going to be a crazy month. But I thank you guys for watching. We will start off next episode playing Istanbul Başakşehir. What is a very crucial match. And so I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.